Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Tuesday, December 31st at just around midnight, 2019. And the big story, Happy New Year! And that's a boom. Wishing yours and all of yours a happy and prosperous prepping New Year in 2020. Keep calm. It's boom time. Many areas got snowfall bonus as storm totals exceeded the forecast up in Maine. Portland was expected to see up to 9 inches of snow, plus sleet and rain before a double-barrel storm winds up Tuesday afternoon. And that's a boom. More snow than predicted in the region. We'll get to the snowfall analyzer. Snow and cold settle into southeast Michigan while UP gets socked by ice. Many people in Michigan woke up to a fresh round of snow that covered the ground in their vehicles Tuesday. For those up north, blanketed with a whole lot more. National Weather Service meteorologist Corey Benke said 1 to 3 inches are expected in southeast Michigan on Tuesday, which is their lose day. The record for snowfall December 31st in Detroit is 3.4 inches back in 1969. Looking fine. Weather forecast for Montana, heavy mountain snow Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday. This guy looks elongated. Missoula, winter weather advisories are in place for all of western Montana Tuesday and Wednesday, with the exception being the Bitterroot and Missoula valleys. Freezing rain and snow will develop in the valleys with snow in the mountains. The bulk of the moisture is expected to impact the northern Rockies tonight into Wednesday. A prolonged period of heavy mountain snow is expected with 1 to 2 feet of snow expected in Clearwater, Bitterroot, Mission, Swan Mountain ranges. Look for snow totals, snow rates of up to 2 inches per hour. Hours of powers. 3 to 8 inches in the valleys. Lake Phillipsburg and Georgetown Lake, heads up. New Year's storm to bring snow to most of Utah. Big numbers. Plan to ring in the New Year with heavy snow in the forecast. The New Year's blustering into Utah with the winter storm expected to bring snow to most of the state by Wednesday. Look for 4 to 8 inches of snow in the cities along the Wasatch Front, with 10 to 20 projected in the Uinta and Wasatch Mountains, down through the Wasatch Plateau and into the central Utahs. According to a winter storm watch issued Monday by the National Weather Service, travel could be difficult for the Mormons. Not everyone in Utah is Mormon. Just Al Gorman. Forecasters warn first storm of 2020 may pack a punch with a slew of weather hazards, including freezing your off. Here's the storm Thursday night into Friday. Slippery roads, travel delays, cold blast follows. Minneapolis, snow, Detroit, rain. It's insane. And look at the cold blast behind this baby. Where is it? Where is it? Wait for it. Boom! Grand Forks, minus 10 to 0 early Saturday morning. That's going to be nipply. All the way down to Oklahoma City, 10 to 20 is the real field temp, which is quite cold, actually. Monday, snowfall totals, New Year's thaw. Wait till you see this thaw. First, check the Minnesota totals. 12 to 18 in many regions. I mean, a huge swath. Snowfall totals around the region were variable, with large swaths of 12 to 18 inches. Reports are still coming in. This map may change. It's insane. Is that even a word? But let's look at the thaw. Thursday, January 2nd, you guys will be above freezing for a few hours. And there's your thaw. Global warming is amazing. Here we are at the snowfall analyzer. I said that on purpose. The snowfall analysis map. You're looking at the last 48 hours. Hours of power is 12 to 18 inches in all these disgusting yellow and orange colors. Boston, that's the area they got the boom. They weren't expecting. Maine got the 12 inches. They weren't expecting. Weren't expecting it. Well, we were. Let's check the GFS model. Hello. More snow on the way, and the West is the best. Take a look at BC and Washington State and Oregon. Take a look at that. That's like 10 to 15 feet of snow. There's 99 inches. That is a crazy forecast. Idaho's not going to get left out either. That is just keeps coming and coming and coming. Tuesday, there's your Wednesday, January 1st. Snow moves into Idaho, and it begins. Then the snow moves into Washington State through Wednesday and continues in the mountains. And then a quick clipper right there. Boom. January 4th, 5th, and 6th will bring cold temps down into Florida. Cold. And then we have a little southern storm there, and so on and so forth. And then boom! But that's way out. Amid balmy winter, Moscow trucked in heaps of fake snow to the tune of billions of dollars, and then a blizzard ensued. You can't make it up. If you don't know where Moscow is, you just come over here and check out Poland and move to the right, and it's right about there. And you can see the snow forecast, boom, coming right in there on Moscow. You also want to check out this system maybe hitting the UK 2 weekends from now. Look at that. You could actually be picking up some snow there in the UK. Largest Colombian crustal earthquake in 20 years strikes on Christmas Eve. Now, guys, that was just a few days ago. And if you have a USGS map and you go over there, let me just show you how to use it. Come up here and click Settings. You can pick the view you want. I picked Satellite, and that looks like satellite. But we're going to need to look at the quakes for the last 7 days. All magnitude. Let's go 4.5 or greater to pick that Colombian quake out. So I clicked on it. Earthquakes are loading. And it's gone. Now, let's bring it in. And so that's the quake in question right there. Except the major quake is now off the map, so it probably now has happened. Yep, it's over 7 days now. But this morning when I set this up, it wasn't. I apologize. These are the aftershocks for that quake. But the largest Colombian crustal earthquake in 20 years struck on Christmas Eve. Look at the population there. A magnitude 6 earthquake struck near the town of Mesetas, followed by several other aftershocks, including a 5.7. That was a Christmas gift they were not expecting. But we learned how to use the USGS map a little bit. Let's go back to 1 day all magnitude 2.5 or greater, and we'll see no quakes of note. To get rid of this, just click that again. Boom. No quakes of note. Very moderate activity this New Year's. Thank God. Worldwide Volcano News Update. The main page is not working, so I'm just going to read off the list here. Aso, Kisset, Etna. Explosive activity is still observed, and Popo puffing to 24,000 feet. Krakatoa, continuous volcanic ash to around 800 feet reported. So Krakatoa is still blowing. And here's some footage of Popocatépetl earlier today. Soak it in. Let me blow it up. This guy's a little shaky. Might have Parkinson's or something.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes, saludos a todos los seguidores de Volcán Popocatépetl. Miren, estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Atlisco, Puebla. Hoy 31 de diciembre del 2019 y el volcán pues, no se quedó con las ganas de despedirse con una buena fumarola. Sí levantó un poquito más de 1,5 kilómetros. Ya tenía rato que no arrojaba fumarolas y miren, ahorita ya ya se quiere poner a festejar el volcán. Saludos a Norma Villagómez, dice que se ve hermoso. Saludos Mari Jazz, maravilloso, dice que se ve. Gracias a todos los que están dejando aquí su like, compartiendo y dejando sus comentarios. Pues miren, el volcán activo y ahorita está sacando todavía un poquito más de... Le hago zoom, pero se pixelea muy feo, no se ve bien. Pero miren, tremenda fumarola del volcán. Norma Villagómez dice gracias por compartir.
You heard it here live.
Y pues,
were you taking notes? I doubt it. A massive wind turbine in New York City crashes down onto a car. Man, this renewable energy is amazing. I'm glad it didn't kill anyone. A recently installed wind turbine came crashing down in a New York City neighborhood, causing a chain reaction on Monday. As the turbine in the Bronx partially collapsed, it smashed into an adjacent three-sided illuminated billboard, causing that also to break apart and come tumbling down the street and cars below. Pictures from the scene shot by Tori McCausland, the Co-op City Times, show a massive pole lying across a mangled car. Think of all of the CO2 we saved there. FAA proposes rule change to force identification of Colorado, Nebraska drones. The powers that be are pissed because they have no idea what's going on. So they're going to change the rules. I don't know how that's going to let them know what's going on, but they're going to do it. Thousands flee to the shore as Australia fires turn skies blood red. The county's east coast was dotted with apocalyptic scenes on the last day of the warmest decade on record in Australia. As the fires burned and the photographs piled in, the tourists would flock to the beach. Luckily, none of them were singed. And we had a live report last night from Giles over at CF Jingar on YouTube. Check it out. Actually, it'll be linked at the end of the video. Little pop-up screen. And the fires are just getting worse. So there is hopefully some rain in their future. Let's talk about more insanity. China launches probe into mysterious viral pneumonia amid rumors of SARS 2.0. And they have this amazing picture of a virus on the front here to scare the out of you. Dozens of patients have been quarantined in several hospitals, put on alert in central China amid an outbreak of a viral pneumonia of unknown origin. There have been a total of 27 confirmed cases since the start of December in Wuhan, with the majority appearing to come from a single seafood market in the city. Ugh. Health workers are still working to pinpoint the source. Maybe it's the single seafood market in the city, while also disinfecting the marketplace as a precaution. 7 patients are critically ill, 18 others are in stable condition, and 2 are recovering and are expected to be released shortly, according to the Wuhan Health Department. So far, no human-to-human infection has taken place, and no medical staff has contracted the illness. So they say. Survey says. Where are we? Happy New Year! Did we tell you? Boom! Yes, sir. Hello. This simple trick stops Google, Amazon, and Facebook from listening to you all the time. You just throw the thing out the window. Whew. Have a little coffee here. Oh, that is a nice mug. Quite a nice size. Very hefty. KP-licious. No, for reals. With a Z. What they're saying here in this article is that you just got to turn the mic off and it will stop listening to you. Okay. How about you just get rid of the creepy listening device from your house that goes directly to wherever? Some creepy guy in his basement, for anyone who... Anyway. Enough with that. Did you know that magnetic excursions cause extinctions? Based on this chart alone, something is missing from our science textbooks. Something is very missing. Some places flourished in the Little Ice Age. There are lessons for us now. Now this is coming out to terrify you about global warming. And I don't know why they used the Little Ice Age to do that. But if you want to know a little bit about the Little Ice Age and some places flourishing, read the article. And if it is, you may be at your Washington Post limit, so hurry up. Now, this is how we'd all die instantly if the sun suddenly went supernova. This is crazy that Forbes is putting this out on December 27th of this year. Someone's listening. But we're not talking about a supernova. We're talking about a superflare or a micronova. which would be hundreds or thousands of times weaker than a supernova, but equally as devastating, as can be seen here in the sequence of events in the constellation Cassiopeia decades ago. First, you have tiny star, just a little star. Then you have very bright star. And then the shell is erupted off. And here you can see the shell moving out further and further. And if you were a planet surrounded that star, that shell would pass by you. So a weaker version of this is what we have in store maybe in our coming future. Not soon, but we will have notice because we have the equipment to watch the sun. There's dozens of satellites and hundreds of people that are watching the sun all day. One of them is right here. So, plenty of people watching the sun will know it happens. And also, if you don't know, if you go outside during the daytime, you can look up at the sun. It's amazing. It's out there every day. So if we see the sun stop moving or suddenly expanding, then we know, yeah, it's game time. Get up high, get in the hole with Al. Hope you got something out of the video. Happy New Year. Lee and I want to wish every single one of our subscribers, every single one of you who are watching too scared to subscribe, all of our Patreons or one-time donors, our haters, Happy New Year. We love you. We love each and every one of you. We wish nothing but the best for each and every one of you in the coming year. Proper prior planning prevents piss-poor performance. Be safe and have a Happy New Year, kids. That's boom.